why women don't want you to get woke. You know, it honestly behooves women to treat men well because it's very beneficial for them. So, unfortunately, when a woman treats a man well in these cases, it's not really the most genuine thing, right? Yeah, honey. Oh, how you doing, honey? Da 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 da. Oh, I cooked your favorite food and da da da. Right? They're trying to appease the husband. Now, that's actually a good case, right? Many women these days, their value is so overblown that they don't even do that shit for their men anymore. I mean, it used to be that the man went and worked, etc., took care of the woman. You know, she would do a lot around the house. House would always be spotless and clean, dishes done, laundry done, great food cooked, right? And that's how it should have been. And it's not that I think that's how it should be in general per se. You know, the irony is women complained about that. Oh, the patriarchy, we're just oppressed in our homes and all these lies. Like, dude, you get free room and board. Hello? Like, all you gotta do is wash some dishes and cook and clean for a couple hours while he's out busting his butt for 8-10 hours a day. I mean, you know, it's very arguable whether or not that was really oppression. Really? You're really oppressed? I mean, you raise kids to a certain age, then they go off to school for a quarter of the day, right? What are you doing during that 8 hours? Cook, clean. I mean, I doubt you're even cleaning for right, an hour. And cooking may take an hour. So what? You got 6 other hours? What are you doing with those 6 hours, right? Sleep, lay around, watch soap operas. I mean, I don't know, man. You know, I was never married, so I never gave a shit about any of that. Of course, you know, when we're talking about these things, it matters, but so it behooves women to please their man, you know, suck his dick, right? And, you know, a lot of times the man just loves the woman. So if the sex goes, you know, a lot of happiness goes with that, because sex should be like probably 1/3 of your relationship. Sex is big in a relationship. It's downplayed, actually. It should be more, you know, it should be more talked about. Sex is huge in a relationship. And a lot of times when the sex goes, then the passion goes, and then eventually the love goes. Gotta have good sex, on the one hand. On the other hand, you know, the man probably loves the woman. So if, you know, she doesn't give a shit, you know, he probably feels like, gosh, you know, it probably burdens him. So men these days, I mean, I feel like women probably put in like 20% effort, if that, in a lot of these relationships. Like, they really just feel like all they got to do is show up, right? They don't have to really do much. Whereas the man is trying very hard to please the woman, etc., right? So, why would a woman try to please the man? What does she benefit from that? Again, she gets great benefits from having a solid man around. Men, don't ever downplay your role. Don't ever feel like you're chopped liver, because women will try to make you feel like that, like you ain't shit, you don't matter. Like, our role in life in general is huge. In a relationship is huge as well. We play big roles, man. I mean, we do everything. We get all the resources, do all the planning, all the legal shit. And what do women do? They fuck us, right? That's about it. Like nowadays, like I said, it used to be they cooked, cleaned, and they would cook bomb food, and they were quality homemakers, and they never complained, and they uplifted their husband. They appreciated the fact that the dude was at work all day. And yet these crazy butch lesbian feminists try to say that we're oppressing them. Like, we give you room and board. You don't got to worry. All the stress is on our back. We give you kids. We help raise the kids. They're not 100% your responsibility. Right? So, but yet they turned around and stabbed us in the back. They didn't appreciate that. Oh, that's oppressive. We want to work too. Okay, go work. Like, okay, like, what else do you want? But they're always trying to push it for, we want more, and you get less. And this is the selfishness of modern feminism. It's the selfishness of the woman who doesn't know how to love men, doesn't want to give back to men, doesn't want to take care of men, doesn't want to help men, really just hates men and is selfish. So it benefits them to, treat us nice, but they don't really do that much anymore. So now what are they doing? Now they are trying to rule with the pussy, with sex, right? So what happens anytime you tell the truth about the red pill? What happens anytime you say anything remotely negative about women? What happens? They crawl out of the woodwork to attack you. Why? And when I say remotely negative, I mean negative in the sense that's truthful. Like you say something truthful, but it puts them in a negative light. Because they live by deception. Most of how women move in society is deception. And I've heard all kinds of arguments in favor of them. Well, they're really afraid. Women are afraid, They could get raped anytime. The guy that they're with could turn abusive. The guy that they're with could leave them and the kids, and then what are they going to do? And like all this nonsense. Like, first of all, again, I've said this a million times, there's no rape culture. Rape is not common. I think it's like 1.5. I think last time I checked, it was like 1.5% of women get raped, or so. It was something like insanely low number. That might be wrong. It might be a little bit higher than that. Maybe like between 5 and 10% of women get raped. But again, that's pretty low, right? That's pretty low. That's not even 1/3. And it's probably less than that. I don't have my statistics on me handy right now, but anyway, it's pretty freaking low. There's no rape culture, right? Women scared walking around, like it just doesn't, like, oh, it happens all the time. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Okay, not to say that it doesn't happen. It does. It's just not as much as the feminists would want you to think. We're always afraid. We can't even go out without being afraid. Like, really? Come on. Always afraid forever? Like, you're never not afraid? I mean, come on. And then what if the guy leaves you? What if the guy leaves me? What the fuck are you talking about? What if the guy leaves you? There's a million guys who are ready to take his place, and women know this better than anyone. They've always got backup plans. Always. 5 guys are their backup plans. They've probably got 2 backup plans at all times in all relationships, including marriages. They've got backup plans. Don't give me that crap. What if he leaves me? What am I going to do? Jump on the dick of the next guy who's in rotation, who's in line, ready to be your new man. I mean, come on. And not okay, and let's say no man comes in to help you. Guess who will? The state, the government, welfare. They'll take care of you. They'll house you, pay for your food, pay for your education, for you to go back to school. I mean, in the West, women have never had it better, and yet they complain more than ever. It's like, just enjoy what you got, man. What do you want? Everything? You want all the power? You want all the control? I mean, they've done a lot just with, what's between their legs. So they come out of the woodwork, man, and they attack you. Why? Because they benefit when the wool is pulled over the man's eyes. When men are in the dark about true female nature, women are very benefited from that. They get all kinds of benefits, free stuff, free dinner, all kinds of attention, guys clamoring to date them. If the whole world knew real female nature, if the whole world got woke and took the red pill, then guess what? Women would have a whole lot less power. They just would. They wouldn't be able to do what they do. They wouldn't be able to get the benefits they get. And that's why women do not want men to get woke. That's why they will fight voraciously against the truth, because they know the truth better than anyone. Believe me, they do. Now, yes, there's a lot of women who are in denial. Yes, there's a lot of women who are just in la la land about their true nature. That's true. There are. But for the most part, they know, and that's really why they attack. That's really why they don't like the red pill. That's really why they want to keep men in the dark. Because they know the truth. They know they got privilege. They know they got power. In fact, I would venture to say most of them know that feminism is bullshit. Why do they use it? Because it works. It's effective. Playing victim is effective. Right? It's effective. How they pull the wool over men's eyes is by acting innocent, acting like it's all good, acting like I'm a victim, acting like, you just don't understand women. You don't understand what we go through. No. That's like the sister complaining to the mom or the dad that the brother's beating her up, and he's really not. He's just, minding his own business. Oh, Dad, Mom, Timmy's beating me up. Like, no, he's not. He's just chilling. Like, men aren't oppressing you. It's bullshit. Men are not oppressing women. It's a lie. We're not. In fact, we're doing the opposite of oppressing women. We're taking care of women. We're caring for women. We're loving women. We're paying for women. They're getting our resources. Their hypergamous nature is, choosing the highest quality male. That's what's going on. So we're not, we're not putting them at odds. We're not, out to get them. We're not the boogeyman. Where would they be without us? There would be no society, first of all. There would be no environment or legal structure with the Constitution so great and our laws and legislation is so great that it allows them to do what they do. First of all, right? So, secondly, what do we do? We're constantly working hard so that we can get a woman, right? Which is, I got my qualms about that, obviously. If you listen to my channel, men are just utility. We're just a means to an end. If you don't have any money, you don't have a car, house, you ain't shit to a woman. And you ain't really shit in the West. Like, your character doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit about your personality and your character. They want the money. Anyway, man, I mean, in life, you work, you got your home, you got your family. It is what it is, right? But again, and I read this meme the other day, and it said, you know, if you really think your wife is down for you, right? You really think she's in your corner, lose your job and watch her slowly leave you. I'm telling you, man, that's what it is. Relationships and marriage, etc., is not, you know, it's not no 50-50 love and everybody's worried. It's like, no, the dude is, and I don't care if she pays half the rent, doesn't matter. Again, if the dude doesn't have a mortgage, if the dude doesn't have a good job, bro, she's not down with you. She'll leave you. And even if you guys have been married, she'll leave you. She ain't gonna go live in a motel with you. She ain't gonna go live in a apartment with you. I mean, maybe she would, apartment, but still, it's like, she's gonna be thinking, oh, what the fuck? You know, I could get somebody better. I could be living on a lake right now. I could be having jet skis. Women live vicariously through men. Women choose the man for the man's lifestyle. And the life that he gives her, the lifestyle that he gives her. This is why women choose men. Or it's, you know, it's part of the choosing process, I should say. Major part of the choosing process. That's what hypergamy is, okay? So when you expose all this, and when you talk about female nature in the way that is not going to make them perfect little princesses and everything's great, everything's, you know, hunky-dory, they're going to attack you. Women do not benefit from men waking up. This is why they attack you. It has nothing to do with feminism, has nothing to do with equality. That's a bunch of BS. Oh, you're saying this because you hate women. You're saying this because you don't think men and women are equal. No. And they know that. They know it's BS. The reason why they attack you and say that is because you're telling the truth. They can't have that because they can't wiggle in that scenario. They can't be sly, and they can't, you know, use guise and guile to get what they want from a man when a man is woke. When he says, no, I'm not taking your shit. I'm not buying you dinner. I'm not going to be your... And this is what women expect from men in this day and age. And, you know, call it culture, call it female nature, call it trend, whatever you want to call it, it's what it is. There's no more, you know, loving him for who he is. There's no more, oh yes, I'll marry you and support you for better or for worse, richer or poor, in sickness and in health. None of that. No, she'll leave you, bro, if you don't give her the lifestyle she wants. And if she can get something better, she'll leave you. It's called open hypergamy. You tell the truth about that, you get shunned. They benefit from men being in the dark. They benefit from men being asleep because the blue pill is beneficial to women. The blue pill uplifts the women. The blue pill puts the woman on the pedestal. When we say take the pussy off the pedestal, this is what we're talking about. The truth about women. That's what we're talking about. And a woman is always going to try to fight it. She's always going to try to fight the man being strong in the relationship. She wants him weak and docile because then she can control him. The irony is, once she starts controlling him, once he is weak and docile, oftentimes she doesn't want him anymore. There's just a fine line between him being controlled and him being the best provider that she can get, to where she's like, okay, I'm comfortable now. He's got a good income, good resources. He's a good provider, and he doesn't run the relationship. I low-key, subtly run the relationship, and he's also got the money that I want. And this is the relationship that most of these women want, and this is the relationship that I see most of these women getting into, is this type of sort of, she's quarterbacking. She's really kind of controlling the relationship. It's just, you know, not so, you know, easily recognizable. She's kind of controlling the relationship, but it's not so easy to tell. You got to have the right kind of eyes to see, right? Most people, they don't pay attention to that shit. Like, who wears the pants in the relationship? Like, and even if the guy is quote unquote leading the relationship, she's still using him for resources. Don't get it twisted. Just because a guy is going to work all day, paying all the bills, and even if she was cooking and cleaning, etc., she's still leeching off of him for his resources. He pays her room and board. He pays for her food. She's taking care of it, and so don't get it twisted. And also, she wants those kids, which is one of her main motivations, one of her main priorities. She wants those kids. And he's doing that. The man's doing that. You can't raise kids today without money. Kids are expensive as hell. So, at the end of the day, man, they want you to be blue-pilled. They don't want you to be red-pilled. Oh, love me for who I am now, not my past. My past is over with. I love you now. Right? But 5 years ago, she was getting ran through by the whole football team, and she didn't want anything to do with guys like you. Because she wasn't ready to settle down. She wanted to have her fun. When you tell a guy that, or when you start talking about those kind of things, oh, you must hate women, woo-woo. Why? Because they don't want us preaching the truth. They don't want us to wake guys up, to educate, to instill knowledge in men so that men can stay in the dark and they can manipulate. They can use us. Manipulation is a good word for how women move. How women move is highly based in manipulation. And the irony is they don't even have to be like this. They really don't. If they were just honest and upfront, they could potentially, have some good relationships. And it happens. It does happen. But they benefit from manipulating the man. They benefit from when the man is like, oh, wow, I'm just so happy that she chose me. I'm just so happy that I got a girlfriend. Just so happy that I'm getting some pussy because I remember all those years when I didn't. And when women were ignoring me and that was hard because I wanted some pussy and I didn't get any, but now I'm getting some and I'm so happy and I'll pay your rent and I'll do anything. Right? Well, that's a great situation for her. That's a good come up. That's a great manipulation because all the guys she was fucking before and chasing, they didn't give a shit about her. They didn't, at least not in the sense that, they were gonna do much for her. Yeah, I'll fuck you. Yeah, we can have some fun. Yeah, we can go drink or whatever, and that'll be it. I'll see you later. Like, they're not gonna stick around for some slut. Because what else is she offering? Does she have a good character? Does she have a good personality? Why would you want to raise kids with a slutty woman? Why would you want to raise kids with a woman who has an undeveloped character, who has shitty disposition, shitty morals? Why would you want that? You think she's gonna raise good kids? You think she might? You think she'll never cheat on you? You think she's always gonna be loyal? You think she's gonna stick with you if you lose your job and your resources? Come on, bro, get real. But see, these guys, they're so hard up, they're so lonely, they're so desperate, they're so much in a scarcity mindset. And hey, even if you're not even if you're not literally in abundance, some guys, they don't get laid a lot, or they don't have a lot of girls checking for them. Okay, so you're not literally in abundance, but you can still have standards. You can still have an abundance mindset. Like, hey, why do I need to settle for this bitch? Like, why do I need to wine and dine this? Like, why is she so special? Even if she is great looking, like, seriously, why is she so special? What would I want to put a kid in this? Don't consider putting a baby in a woman who has bad morals, weak character, right? Don't do that. Don't even consider it. Oh, she's paying attention to me. Wow, it's so great. Well, wait till the hard times come. See if she sticks around then. right? Test her loyalty. See if she's loyal to you in the long run. You know? Let's have kids and let's get married and why? Just because she's paying attention to you? Just because she's the first girl to give you attention in 5 years or however long, right? I mean, come on. Because guys, you know, we go through these lonely spells. We go through these dry spells. So, I don't know, bro. You know, I say still speak the red truth, the red pill truth, as much as you can. And if they don't like it, they don't like it. You know, to hell with them. Like, the truth is the truth. Always speak the truth as much as you can. Even if it puts you at odds with people. Even if your friends got a problem with you. I had a friend who got all mad at me because I kept posting red pill truths on Facebook. Got all mad at me like, oh, you know, don't you know that girls are this and that? Don't you know that women are special? And why you treat them so bad? And why you talk so much crap about women? And this is one of my best friends. It's like, bro, I'm just speaking the truth. If you don't like it, you can unfriend me. You know, we don't have to hang out. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not gonna stop speaking the truth because people don't like it. Oh, you don't like to hear the truth? Okay, well, sorry. The truth is the truth, and I'm going to speak it. Sorry. Right? Oh, I could never say those things because my family's watching. Maybe your family needs to hear the truth. Anyway, and people will fight, man. Not just women. People will fight against that truth. They will fight to protect their illusions, their little world that they think is so real. They'll fight it. Oh, my wife loves me. She'd never leave me. You haven't lost your job yet. You haven't lost the house yet. You haven't struggled yet. That's the real test when you got nothing. That's the real test. You know, but these guys, they think they're special. No, you're only special insofar as she's chosen you and she can use you. Outside of that, you're not that special, man. I mean, you're a means to an end. You're utility, and this is what they wanted. This is what women wanted. This is what they signed up for. So, okay. So be it. You know? Strong men are going to walk away. Strong men are going to have standards. Strong men are going to stand their ground. Right? I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if it's ever going to get better. I don't know if it's ever going to be different. You know? I don't know if there's ever going to be a woke woman. You know, I used to think there's a unicorn. Man, there's someone out there who's so woke. And this is where you see these girls popping up. And really, they're just looking for attention. Either they're looking for attention. You know, I have a whole video about it. You know, they're called chameleons, the female chameleon. Either she's looking for attention. She wants some of that thirst. She sees a new market where, you know, she's really a 4. She's really a LA 4. But, you know, amongst thirsty, lonely guys who haven't had sex in a long time, all of a sudden she's an 8. She's like, oh wow, look, I struck gold. So I've seen these type of women in the manosphere, the red pill manosphere, to whatever extent, whether it's men and women against feminism or MGTOW circles or honey badger circles, whatever. There's always going to be some chameleons who think, hey, I struck a new market, right? I used to think so, man. I used to think there was a unicorn out there but no, they're all the same. They all have their motivations, and I suppose you could say that it's nature, and that, you know, I hear these guys talk all the time. It's you know, that's the way it's supposed to be, because if she finds the highest quality male, then the species will go further, but I think we're fine. Like, I think we've been fine. I think it's not about that, if that's female nature, I don't know, man. There's no answer. I don't want any part of it. I'll tell you that. At least, if I ever have enough resources to keep a quality woman around, and I shouldn't even use the word quality woman, because what is a quality woman anyway? I mean, if she's not loyal, then she's really not quality. So there's really no such thing as a quality woman in this day and age. I don't know if there ever was, but if I ever have enough money to keep a woman around, I might, for the sex or for the, at least have someone by my side. But I'm never gonna call that love. Like, I'm not gonna be like, you're here because I got money. That's all. You're here because I'm the highest quality male that you could get. It's not because you love me and I'm special. Because I thought a few girls loved me like that until I wasn't special anymore. What it really was, I had good dick and they were really into me for a while. But then something happened and then it dried up and it was over. Real love doesn't end. I was listening to Fabolous, the rapper Fabolous, whom I've never really been that into Fabolous. I grew up listening to rap, but listened to Fabolous a while back, and he's got a new, his album came out, I think 2018 or something like that, so it's not really new, but I think it was 2018. It's called Endless Summer or something Summer. Anyway, he had a song in it where he's, I think he went through some heartbreak or some breakups or whatever. There's a few songs in there that touch on women a little bit. And in one of them he says, real love doesn't end. Real love doesn't leave. Okay? So if you really love somebody, you're not going to leave them. And it doesn't end. Now, if they cheat, there are things that can break a love bond. I'll say that. But probably the shit that they leave over really isn't. In most cases, really isn't. It's like, oh, well, she's just not as happy as she was, so she's going to leave and find somebody else. Oh, she's just not as comfortable as she was. Oh, you're not doing as cool things as you guys used to do, and now she's going to leave. Or all the stupid reasons why women, ditch a guy. You're supposed to work on it, right? You're supposed to work on your relationship, not practice open hypergamy and find something better, which is what all these girls are doing. You're supposed to work on it. You're supposed to love, you stick with the man. That's what love is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end there. I appreciate you listening.